And we just congratulate you. And we congratulate your family for all of the hard work that they've done. It's quite an undertaking to do something like this, to put it all together and make it happen like it's supposed to happen. And our traditions are growing. I heard somebody say, this isn't how we do it in Juneau. And somebody said, well, this isn't Juneau. And somebody said, this isn't how we do it in Haida. And nobody said anything. So congratulations again. And thank you for the honor of inviting us.
Next we have Harvey Shields.
Ganesh Chish, thank you, Ed. Ganesh Chish, thank you for letting us be here to witness your seating and your position. My Tlingit name is Kanach, and I am with the Sanakwan people, and we come from the Halibut House, also I am Raven. It's always a great honor to be part of things that take place as today with you as well as with your family, to be part of this. It's important. It's a high part of your clan's leadership, as we always have one, to lead us and guide us and help us through things like this here. And witness is here to be with you and recognizing your position today. Ganesh Chish. Chish.
Next we have Russ Jones.
Our Master of Ceremonies. Kilslag Gonga, Huljak Gonga, Heidegat La Isis, Dangwanda Kau Thul Kil Laga. Chiefs, ladies held in high esteem, good people, I thank you all for being here. It's a great honor to be here with my wife's family to watch the installation of a chief. I know that my mother-in-law Myrna would have been very proud today, to see Uncle Pat step up to this position. I've known Uncle Pat a short time compared to many that are here in this room. But what I've seen he's a respected community member, in Craig and throughout Southeast. He's a leader. He was a seine boat skipper. He was a teacher, and also participates in the church in Craig. I think his nieces asked him not to talk about fishing, but I think Uncle Pat, from what I've seen, he's always out in the water. He has several boats, several motors. He's always out getting halibut or spring salmon or going for a cow. And so he's a provider, for his family. And I think the family that's here in Ketchikan sees that. So again, it's an honor to be here to witness this, and Uncle Pat, I'm so happy to be here and supporting you. Hawa.
On behalf of the family and the clan, we thank the leaders for their comments and the congratulatory comments to Patrick. The family also wanted to have the presence of a tribal leader, and so Richard, who was close to the family, was selected to be the spokesperson for one of our tribes, and so we call now Richard Peterson to make some comments. Do you want to come up here, or you want to take that?
It's a great honor to be here and to be asked and to be looked upon as a leader. I have to admit, in your presence, I really don't feel worthy just to serve it. It's a great honor to witness the recognition of the seat that Pat now holds. He is a great leader, great in our community, and all of your people. I look at Corrine and Dolly and many of your nieces and nephews who give so much to our culture and to our people throughout the region that I know you have strong people behind you holding you up, and we're here to recognize that and hold you up as well. So hala, Chief.
There is a dance group scheduled, and we're not quite ready for that yet, so we're going to go ahead and take a break, but just want to close this part out by saying that the ceremony that we just completed ratifies our new chief of his house, and so once again we're going to ask you to applaud and congratulate Patrick on being seated as chief of his clan house. Let's give him a hand. I was reminded that Patrick now has to respond, and that then we'll complete it. Just as a point of information, before we got into this part of the ceremony, he asked me a question. He said, well, once this is over, you're going to start respecting me now? So with all due respect, Patrick, here you go.
That's much better, I think. I can go over there, but I'll just stand right here then. Anyway, going back to the family, I knew my grandmother, Polly, when I was just a little boy. The first time I visited them, it was a sad occasion because my grandfather was dying. But my grandmother still took advantage of me, and my uncle took advantage of me. I was just a little boy, and they burned wood. The dump truck would come up right up to the front door and tilt the thing up, and all the wood falls out. And I asked my grandma, what they doing? She said, oh, you got to go out and stack them all neatly on the side there. So I did that. Stacked it all nice for my grandmother. Next morning I woke up, there's another load there. I stacked that all up. And my uncle, he just smiled and walked away. I took over his job, but he wasn't going to tell me. So I stayed about 10 days and I filled that whole house up with wood. So I finally asked him in the end, I told him, what would you need? He said, that's good enough, Pat. So I knew her then as a little boy, but I helped her out. It didn't bother me that much. And I went into the newspaper stand here. I can stand like some of you old people can stand up and say, Chronicle, I can yell out, Chronicle, selling the newspaper, Chronicle. They went out of business a long time ago, but the Daily News was there. And we got, sell the newspaper was 10 cents. And my grandmother told me, you get a nickel for everyone you sell, but you can't spend it until you get home. She said, don't touch them, just take the money. So we allowed 10 papers for little guys. I was a little guy, so I ran and sold 10 papers, brought it home, gave it to the money to her. And she said, the next day, go out and do it again. So I kept on doing it. Finally come the weekend, I said, do I have any money I could go to the movie? She said, you got to go sell 10 more. So I don't know how much money they could. My grandma and my mother got away from me. But like I say, I was just a little boy. So I enjoyed her. She told me that, make sure you don't spend the money because it's very important. Because some of the boys out there and girls are selling paper. They sell 10 papers and they spend all the money. And they went up to the place and said, tomorrow, to Ketchikan Daily News, said, tomorrow, well, you can take all the money. But they gave them another 10 papers, they went out, sold them, and he ate candy, ice cream, and went to movies, spent all the money. My grandma was telling me the story, says, so then the parents would have to go down. I thought, your mother If she's not here, I gotta go down. If I gotta go down, you're in big trouble. So I did put the fear of God in me. So I did my job with her. But she taught me how to respect. She taught me how to work. And she's a pretty good grandma. I knew her sons when I grew older. I knew Benson, John. I knew by nickname Shadow. He's very good to me. And George. And he went to PJ. He's pretty good. I always said he should have been a preacher, though. Not against the preachers, but he's a talkative. He likes to talk. And Jake, he's pretty good. I really enjoyed it. He's close to my cousin of my uncle's. I got him pretty close to him. And Sluggo, I didn't know that much at all. And the girls, Cecilia, I didn't know at all. Peggy, I knew. And Sarah Hanbury. What she used to do when I was a little kid living in Craig. That's my mother's sister, so I had to go way out of town in Craig. If you know Craig, well, you can't know it now. You got to go back 20, 30 years when all wood on the east side of Craig. Anyway, she lived way out of town. She said, you come all the way out here. I want you to go, I'll let you go back, buy me some groceries. But I got some maple bars. Whoa. See what she said, maple bars, she got me. I go all the way out town, brought her back, and she was always good to me, but even when I went to Sitka, not teaching there, my Auntie Sarah was there, and she said, you always got a home on Mount Edgecombe side. But she had a sister, Julia. She had a home on the other side. And she said, every Sunday, Pat, I'll cook you bacon and eggs and potatoes. Whoa, I said. If you ever went to SJS on Mount Edgecombe, bacon, eggs, and potatoes, that was something. He said, you got to run out though. So I had to run out about 2-3 miles out. Eat the bacon, potatoes, eggs, but I had to run all the way back to town before they missed me. So she made me work, Julia, but she was there for me. She said, I'll always be there for you, Pat. So anyway, I went to the other one. I always call him Uncle. Then later years as I grew old with Great John, I always considered him my uncle. Well, that brings you to the fishing stories. Because he liked to fish and I learned how to fish and we sport fish. I know I'm not allowed anymore, but since my nieces are underneath me, but she